Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So yesterday we had so much fun unboxing the Ultimate Edition, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Ted DiBiase $1 Million Man, that I thought it'd be a good time to go ahead and unbox the Ultimate Edition versions of the Hart Foundation. That's right, the pink and black attack. This is Mattel Creations exclusive. It's based off the LGN style. So I believe I'll be shooting up a couple pictures of what the LGN styles look like of the Hart Foundation, and we can see if it's kind of comparable. Now, as you can see, it is that same box that we saw the last time, or that we saw yesterday, with the two figures on the front and on the back. On the top, it says the pink and black attack, and on the bottom, it says the Hart Foundation. Now, I'm not sure about you. I'm a huge Bret Hart fan. I loved him when I was growing up. He is kind of controversial. Sometimes whenever he's doing interviews nowadays, it's kind of comes across as whiny. But man, back in the day, he was, I think, the absolute best. Now, like I had yesterday, we had two different styles. We have a blue style and we have a black card style. Black card is going to be the chase, and I did not get the chase. I got the blue card. But right there, right on top, is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. But at this time, he was just known as Bret Hart. Excellence of execution. We have that same backdrop that we had in the last card. I think these are probably pretty standard Mattel creations. And then we have Jim the Anvil Neidhart, looking like an anvil should. Now, we saw this yesterday where the crowd is actually made up of the workers from Mattel, but as you can see, they switch up the signs, which I kind of like that. I like it. Once again, it's a nice little added touch. I'm going to put this back in here while we're going through our unboxing. But now, like we saw before, they have the actual wrestlers that have come out previously, kind of like they did back in the day. Once again, these are based off the LGN style, but as you can see, there's no Sergeant Slaughter, which they did do a Sergeant Slaughter that is like this. So hopefully I'll be able to unbox him real soon. So, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to unbox Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Now, before I get too deep into this, I am going to cut him out and I'll be right back with you. All right, coming straight out, you'll see that this is one of those old styles 1980s tag team titles. That's right. First time I believe that they actually made them. There's not a whole lot of definition to them. It's just kind of like the old style tag team title. I'm going to try to put this on him. And look at that. It doesn't even fit. Doesn't even fit. That's all right. He could just put it up on his shoulder like that. Now, like they usually do, all the accessories that comes with him is going to be right here on the bottom. So we're going to pull this out real quick, see what he has. Now, he's got a couple more hands. He's got two fists of the fury. He's got some pointing fingers. He has a couple of head sculpts, but then in some sunglasses. But then he has more of the more modern. This is probably closer to the 1990s version tag team titles. Big difference between that tag team titles and these tag team titles. Look at that head scan. Look at that. Looking awfully happy. Menacing laugh. Even more of a menacing laugh, kind of like a angry faced. But both of them really creepy, actually. Ooh. And then we have the very serious, very angry, that's the Jim the Anvil Neidhart that you run away from. You don't want an angry Jim the Anvil Neidhart. You want him to have one of these laughing faces, because yeah, he's going to hurt you, but this time he's not going to hurt you and want to keep doing it. So now you'll see that this is the classic pink and black attack attire, the anvil right there on the boots. This is an ultimate edition, so you get all of those points of articulation all the way down to the boot. Look at that. Look at that. Like he's going to be wiggling his little toes. Apparently he's going to break them in half too. So, but yeah, all day long, that's Jim the Anvil Neidhart, which it's really cool to be able to hold these and just by holding him by his beard. Now, I think I'm going to pop off his head, and I'm going to put the scary laughing one on, and that's going to be how I display him. How are you going to display this Jim the Anvil Knight? Next up is going to be, without a shadow of a doubt, the person who really surpassed the tag team division, went on to some bigger and better things. Like I said before, one of my absolute favorites, Bret the Hitman Hart. You know, I don't know if they ever thought of making him into a singles wrestler at any point until after the whole steroid scandal came up and they realized that they could really have somebody who's squeaky clean to them for the most part. But I'm certainly glad that they did. I did like him as a tag team, but man, he got really good whenever he was singles. As we all know, he became a Hall of Famer, so on and so forth. But we're going to get him out of his nice little package right here. Once again, having those great big giant titles, Bret Hart with the sunglasses already on. I think he was known for his sunglasses. Rumor has it that the reason why he wore the sunglasses was because he would get really nervous during the interviews. So with that being said, he would put the glasses on so that he could focus, because his eyes would make him look like he's really nervous. He hid his eyes behind his sunglasses. So there you go. A little bit of Bret Hart knowledge for you, being dropped on you by the educator, Dave. So look at this. Once again, has the same tag team title, but matching outfits, still the same articulation, but looks amazing. So look at that giant belt, looking amazing. Jim the Anvil Neidhart, quit sleeping on the job. Oh, I could. So there's a little bit of difference in their belt, in their shoes, and their boots. Bret Hart has black. Jim the Anvil has no white on. So, I wonder if that was meant to be, or if somebody forgot to color that in. I don't know. Looking at Bret Hart's accessories, he's going to come with virtually the same thing, which is the other tag team title belt, his hands, so you can go like this, you know, his ultra posing. And then we have another mic hand and a fist hand. But looking at the face, here's the biggest thing. Mattel does not do a very good job of sculpting his face. Let's see if they got a little bit better. Right here, we have kind of like a smirking face right there. Hopefully you can see that really well. And then just kind of a you're there type of face. Not great. It's not anything really. What's he got on? Oh, just kind of like a stoic face for his sunglasses too. I mean, I know it's Bret Hart. This is a little bit better sculpting job than what they normally do. I will say that. I'll say this is a passable. I think this is passable. I guess younger Bret Hart's a little bit easier to sculpt than older Bret Hart. I don't know. But yeah. Now, let's see what the big difference is between Bret Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart of yesteryear. As I get ready to put this back in, I'm going to see if I can pull the other Hart Foundations from my collection back here. So this is the Mattel Elites from back in the day. And as you can see, the Ultimate Edition, yeah, they have a little bit more articulation, but even here on the back, it's missing the Anvil Neidhart trunks. So, I mean, just goes to show there's a little bit of differences. And then also in the heads, obviously, they've changed that a bit. But like they've done before, this outfit might be from a different time period than this one, you know. Once again, this is supposed to be modeled off of the LJN. Maybe they didn't have an LJN that had those type of tights. The heart here is not all the way filled in. The heart on this one is. But look at the difference between Bret the Hitman Hart. So I think the Ultimate Edition obviously wins out. You can see that the difference in the sculpting is a little bit different, you know, but overall, body type is probably the exact same outside of the bending in the middle. The attire, he's missing the hearts on here. So this must be an older version, like a newer version. This must be like whenever they were first starting out. I'm pretty sure that's why that is set up the way that it is. So, which one do you have? Do you have the Elite version of the Hart Foundation, or try to go for the Ultimate Edition? There you go. This has been my take. I am a huge Hart Foundation. I love that they came out with the Ultimate Edition. Like I said, I'm going to be showing pictures of what they looked like from the LJN version in the 1980s to what they are now. So have a great day. Be nice to yourself. Be nice to others. Have a good time. And until the next time I see you, have a great day. Let's go play with some toys. Bye.